Hi everyone. So what we are going to do today is run a competition. A competition, or maybe we can name it as the ultimate LLM Showdown. We'll create a competition between multiple LLMs. We'll bring models from the frontier models like OpenAI and Google, and then some models that will be running in our local system like Llama, Qwen, or even DeepSeek. So these local models can be anything that we want. Uh, and then we'll bring a bigger model, a better model, to be act as a judge and pick the final winner of the competition. So we'll also understand what are agentic AI, agentic systems, workflow, and everything. We'll have a thorough understanding, and not only that, we'll also understand what autonomy means in terms of the agentic system ecosystem, right? How an LLM with a brain will give a question, and then based on the question, we'll also compare outputs of multiple LLMs. So it's going to be a very interesting video. Stay tuned and let's start. So what we'll do is, before even diving into the challenge, we will try to understand what is AI agents and what is agentic AI. All these words are all about. So we'll go through this to understand a little theory. Definitely always good. So uh, AI agents are programs where LLM output control the workflow. This definition has been given by Hugging Face in one of their small agent projects. And basically it says one output of LLM is able to decide what tasks are to be carried out in what sequence. So that's a very good crisp definition, something to keep in mind, right? Uh, it's very straightforward, simple. So that's what AI agents are all about by Hugging Face. Uh, More generally, if we think of something uh, much more bigger sense, though we will find that there are different hallmarks of what makes something a truly AI solution, and people will often use the terms agentic AI or AI agents if any of these five hallmarks are met. So what it says is that multiple LLM calls will be there, and any solution that involves multiple LLM calls could be called agentic AI, a bit like what we'll be looking into the see later in the competition. Number two, there is a tool usage, right? So LLM will have the ability to use tools that often people think or act as a litmus test for something that is agentic in nature. Tool use, there will be a lot of that we'll be using in our subsequent videos, uh, and you will see that. To give you an example, right? Imagine we are working on a use case where LinkedIn is being used. So we will connect or give the LLM the ability to connect to LinkedIn, and that's where the tool LinkedIn is being used as an API. So that's where tool use, external tool use is being used. Number three is very interesting, is that when you have an environment set up that allows different LLMs send information to each other back and forth, a kind of coordination and orchestrated manner. So that's, for some people, is an agentic system. Number four, there is planner. Something when you have a planner, some process that is able to coordinate activities, they are, and that's itself is an agentic AI. That's also a hallmark of what we call, or we're trying to say, is an agentic AI system. But for some people, or better, for most of the people, the word autonomy, which is our fifth point, that's really captured the essence of agentic AI. This word is saying that we are giving some ability to an LLM to control what order things will happen, a sort of choosing its own adventure in some way and giving it to that autonomy word, right? And this is the way is defined agentic AI. So all these hallmarks, either one or all of this, when it sets, or if there is something, that system is an agentic AI system you can define. So just to go one level deeper, Anthropic says that in their post named Building Effective Agent, they say there are two types that they call agentic system. Agentic system is an umbrella term. Under that, there are two categories. One is workflow and one is agent. What are these? That workflow, these are systems
where models and tools are orchestrated through predefined path, and agents, where models dynamically direct their own processes and tools, maintaining the control over how tasks get accomplished. So these are the two different subfields under agentic systems, which Anthropic says, and these are having workflow and agents. So next time when you hear about agentic system, they will be referring to either workflow or agents. I hope this was clear. What an agentic AI, agentic system, we'll see a lot in the going forward in our videos. We'll play with workflows, we'll play with AI agents together, and then see how to build agentic systems, use cases. But no more theories. We'll just head over to the our my IDE and see and start the challenge. But good thing that we'll see how this autonomy part, the agentic system and AI agents are what we have said are actually coming in live, and how do we see that. So that's all. Thank you. Let's go to the IDE, the Visual Studio, and quickly we'll see. Now, for the purpose to make the video little smaller, because these LLMs, local LLMs, will take time to execute, right? So I have already executed this output, so that we can just pass on and see what's actually coming in. But good thing is that every time I ask a question, it will always have a different answer to it. And what I say is that let's start from beginning. And so the first step is I'm saying I'm signing a prompt and requesting the LLM that I want to come up with a challenge, and come up with a nuanced question that I can ask a number of LLMs to evaluate their intelligence. Okay, so this is the prompt I want, and I'm asking that answer only the question, no explanation. And this is what I am passing it to GPT-4o mini. So now GPT-4o mini is being used, and we are giving him the open space to come up with a question for the competition. And that's where the autonomy part comes into picture. And it has come up with a question that says, in the world where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence in every domain, what ethical framework should govern the development and deployment of AI to ensure it acts in humans' best interest, and how would you address potential conflicts between AI objectives and human values? It's a very nice question because it's a need of the hour, right? What all the countries and everyone are talking about. So it has come up with this question, and so this question will be used as the litmus test for the LLM's interest, the thought process, and then we will ask the same question. The first competitor is none other than the GPT-4o mini, who has actually provided the answer. So let's see the answer. Let's not go through the answer what it has provided. It's a very structured answer that they have come up. The LLMs will be coming up. Our goal is to get and understand who is the winner, and eventually understand how these multiple LLM calls are happening, how this is actually an agentic AI system, right? With the autonomy part we have already seen. So it has come up with an answer. The next question goes to Gemini 2.0 Flash, and it has also have a very structured output. Sometimes I always feel Gemini gives a very nice, better answer compared to the GPT model. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And one more thing is that if you see these answers are very structured, because I'm asking the LLM to come up with the markdown format. So that's why these are beautifully structured, with a lot of headers, pointers, subheaders, and everything. Now these are the two frontier models that we have used. We'll not go to Anthropic or Claude models or any other. Let's run to the local models now, because those are very interesting, right? These are very small models, but they can be used in many of the cases, so let's see. So we'll first test with Llama 3.2, and as you see, when I ran this, it took me almost 1 minute and 14 seconds. But if you see the output, it's very small compared to the other two frontier models. I hope it doesn't become the first winner, because the context is important, right? And the second, of this models are the Qwen3 4 billion model, And it is also very interestingly, it is thinking. If you see, it's thinking what same in the same manner how the DeepSeek provides the context. First understand, reason, and then give output. Same way, it is still thinking, and then summary should be, and then this is from where the output comes in a structured manner. Again, it's a given long answer. So now what we'll do is we have the competitors and their answers, and on the fashion of GPT-4o mini, Gemini 2.0 flash, Llama 3.2, and Qwen3, right, as we have seen, and their respective answers. And then what I'm doing is I'm using a GIF function to append all together with competitors and their answers. Now, one thing you might see that I have taken the name out of and just positioning them as competitor 1, 2. This is because uh, if there are any bias that comes in, we have to just take out those biasness, because if I am getting a judge and which is a GPT model that it might think of or be biased towards its own models, right? So we are not saying which model is answering what to the judge, right? It's just the comparator 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what we are passing. This is the prompt that we are getting. It's asking the judge that you are judging a competition between these competitors, and these are the questions and all their answers and have been combined together in the together data frame. And this is the output of the prompt again. And as you see, we are using GPT-4o as the judge. It is one of better models, and it has given the output that 1, 4, 2, 3. Interesting, interesting. But because if you see, one of the local model is the second place, but again GPT-4o mini has own, as we know, but the judge doesn't know who is what. So here we have combined all them together with their rank, and then rank 1 is GPT-4o mini, rank 2 Qwen, interestingly, right? uh, rank 3 Gemini 2.0 flash, and definitely Llama 3 was too small answer, so I hope the context compared to other LLMs were not there. So too precise. And to conclude, right, GPT-4o mini owned the competition, but what we see from here is that the autonomy part that we have been talking, the multiple LLM calls, the agentic AI system that we defined earlier, you all see here, because we have given open space for the LLM to think as a brain and come up with a question, and then we have also asked the judge or another LLM to think of all the answers that each of the LLMs have provided and come up with the winner. So that's what the agentic AI systems or agentic AI is all about. So I hope you had a very nice understanding of what are agentic system, agentic AI, and the definitions that come up, and then a very nice example of all this. I'll share the code in the description box to the link to the GitHub. You can download. Let me know in your comment who is the winner, because every time you run the question there will be different questions. The question what I got definitely will not be the question you will be receiving, right? It will be very much different. So comment who is the winner for you and what models you have been using, and I hope you had a great interesting video that you learned from. So thank you, and see you in the next video. We'll come up with something interesting. Thank you. Bye bye.